¿Qué pasa, YouTube? Elmas here. Got for you guys today the team building prep video for the Philadelphia Alligators for the UCL League. Of course, guys, if you are excited for this matchup, then make sure to show off support. Hit the like button down below. Let me know in the comment section below, guys. Are you rooting for me or are you rooting for PK this week in the UCL? Now, our last 2 weeks have been a little rough for us, unfortunately. So hopefully we can make a comeback this week and we can get back on the winning train. So yeah. Alright, guys. Sorry about that. Got interrupted for a second there. But again, around here, like down below here, you should be able to see all of PK's current Pokemon. All the mons that he has right now anyways. So let's take a look at PK's list of mons. Easily the biggest, and I cannot stress this enough, the biggest humongous threat on PK's team is easily Feraligatr. Feraligatr just, after 2 Dragon Dances, well, actually, even then, I mean, unless my Cresselia is weakened, then honestly, Feraligatr shouldn't be a problem, because the reason why I'm running 60 Spadef EVs is so I can combat Modest Sceptile if he does decide to bring it. But honestly, I really don't see PK bringing Sceptile, Vivian, or Jinx. Just because Feraligatr, Snorlax, and a Talonflame are already 3 just humongous physical attacking threats to me that I think he's going to probably build around that. Basically, what I think he's going to bring is either Swords Dance Talonflame or Banded Talonflame. Dragon Dance Feraligatr, because if I don't bring Scarf Rotom, then DD Gator pretty much outspeeds and sweeps my whole team. Curse Snorlax, which I'm pretty much forced to bring Rotom because that's really the best way I can deal with it. Those are 3 sets that I'm thinking that he's gonna bring. I'm also thinking he may want to bring Garbodor just to be able to spike stack. Skarmory maybe even, just because he does need a defogger if he's gonna be bringing Talonflame. So not too concerned about that. If he brings Hitmonchan, I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter because I have Cresselia, so that's not a problem. Jinx, I honestly do not think he's going to bring in Jinx. I know that sounds odd, but I really don't see him bringing Jinx just because, I mean, I do have Miltank, which Miltank beats Jinx one-on-one 9 times out of 10, so that's really not something I'm too concerned about. So when I went for building this team, I mainly focused on trying to deal with Gator, Lax, and Talonflame accordingly. Now, the one downside to the team I did make was that if he does bring Jinx, due to the fact that I'm running physically defensive Miltank, in order to combat Talonflame and the Feraligatr, which a combination of those 2 will be really, really hard for my team to deal with, so I really have to watch out for that. Then again, though, I do have Lantern as one of my 12 mons, so there's a chance he may not even bring Talonflame, which is going to be actually really, really good for me. But on the off chance that he does, I do have physically defensive Miltank and Hidden Power Rock on physically defensive Cresselia. The only way that that Talonflame would be a problem is if I let him get up to +4, which I'm pretty positive I will be able to prevent him from doing. Now, if he turns out to be especially defensive Talonflame with Bulk Up, which I highly doubt PK is going to end up running because I know PK is not the most experienced battler around, then I really am not worried. Like, Spadef, Bulky, Talonflame with Bulk Up and Taunt, then yeah, that can potentially just 6-0 me. But like I said, very positive that he's not going to be running that, so that's not a set I'm going to be concerned about. But my main defensive backbone is Miltank, Cresselia, and Gligar. Now, the reason why I have Taunt on Gligar is because you can see from PK's team that his walls being Garbodor, Trevenant, Steelix, Snorlax, and Skarmory are all outsped by my Gligar. Now, unless he runs, I think Skarmory needs like over 120 speed EVs in order to even outspeed non-speed EV to Gligar, which I am running speed EVs just because I'm going to be that guy because I really don't want to get caught off guard. Like last week in my UCL match against Mo, which, for those of you who don't know, I had something happen before the match. I didn't check my Pokemon, and my Rotom was supposed to have Choice Scarf, not Choice Specs, and that cost me the battle. just because I was distracted and I was already running late for our match. But I had run speed EVs on my Azumarill to outspeed Clefable, but his Clefable outsped me, which means he ran more speed than me. So I was close to running no speed on this, but honestly, Gligar's already really bulky to the point where if I really wanted to, I could run a whole lot more speed and still take out of the defense and still be able to eat hits from Garchomp, Talonflame, Snorlax, Trevenant, Hitmonchan even, and Garbodor. So I really like this set. Now the reason why I have knockoff over Earthquake is because obviously I have nothing else with knockoff on my team. Plus with knockoff, I'm going to be able to knock off the leftovers on Garbodor, Snorlax, and Skarmory while taunting them and eventually, if need be, slowly but surely beating them one-on-one. Trevenant is something that I am a little concerned about because as you can see from my team, Trevenant does kind of prove to be a nuisance. If he turns out to be a sub-Leech Seed with Citrus Berry, that could actually be very, very problematic. So I almost want to make this Scrappy, but I mean, I guess it really wouldn't matter. I guess, kind of. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess Scrappy is worth considering running over Miltank now that I think about it, but for now, I'd rather keep it Thick Fat just to prevent him from spamming Flare Blitz with Talonflame, which, I mean, he'll probably assume I have Thick Fat anyways, because if he does bring Trevenant, unless I hit him with Body Slam, then he's not going to know that I don't have Thick Fat, so again, Scrappy is something I could potentially carry, but I think just Thick Fat is good for right now. I really wanted to fit Thunder Wave on this somehow, just so I could combat Gator a little bit better, but I mean, I still have a good chance to paralyze him with Body Slam, so I'm not really too concerned. Plus, honestly, Gator, like I said, as long as my Cresselia isn't like below 50%, Gator should not be a problem even if he gets up to +1 with Dragon Dance. Not to mention that I have enough speed on my Rotom to outspeed Gator by 1 point if I'm not mistaken. Same for my Charizard. Actually, I'll get into why I have Will-O-Wisp over Dragon Dance in a sec. But if he does get up 1 Dragon Dance, then I still have Rotom to check Gator. And if I can get up my rocks with Miltank, then I'll be able to force him in and out every so often when he does want to try to set up. So that's still something that I can keep in the back for his Gator is my Rotom. Moving on, we have Charizard. Now, Will-O-Wisp is something that I kept flip-flopping between Dragon Dance. The main reason why I want to have Will-O-Wisp is because of Feraligatr. If I'm able to get Charizard in on Feraligatr and he has no speed boosts, I'm going to be able to burn him with Will-O-Wisp. And like I said, for Feraligatr, oh my lord, I'm so deathly afraid of Feraligatr. You guys have no idea. Not to mention that Will-O-Wisp is also good for the fact that if he, if he wants to bring Steelix, then I can beat Steelix one-on-one. Like, I don't have to worry about me going for Flare Blitz, him living, then knocking me out with Earthquake, because I can just burn him with Will-O-Wisp and eat up anything that he wants to go for. And with Adamant Nature, I think Charizard actually does still 2-hit KO everything on PK's team, if I'm not mistaken. So Charizard would definitely be a huge help in this match. Just I really don't see it necessary for me to have Dragon Dance. Plus, I can bluff that I have it, which could actually come to help me in certain scenarios, so that's a huge plus. But yeah, that's just a quick intro to these 5 mons. Now, I'm saving the best for last, Tauros. Oh my lord, you guys have no idea. I honestly think I ran calcs for about 30 minutes to an hour one night just for Tauros. Because originally, I had enough speed on my Tauros to outspeed Garchomp by 1 base point, if I'm not mistaken. But ultimately, I thought about it and realized, well, if he does bring Garchomp, he'll most likely want to bring Scarfed Garchomp, just because Dragon Dance Charizard, after a Dragon Dance, of course, outspeeds everything on his team. And of course, Garchomp is 2 base points faster than my Charizard is. So I was thinking, well, if he does bring Garchomp, I have Cresselia, and I have Miltank, and then I even have Gligar, but I don't want to I don't want Gligar to be my main counter to Chomp because, of course, my only offensive move is Knockoff, but then again, that could actually kind of benefit me because then Tauros will outspeed, but there's no guarantee that I'm going to be able to knock off Garchomp. So I put enough speed to outspeed Jinx if he did want to bring that, and the reason why I have Endeavor is because if I get worn down every turn like that I switch in or switch out, or if I have to eat a hit from something that I can't switch into, then I'll be at low HP to where I can endeavor something like Skarmory. Not Skarmory, I mean, well, I have Fire Blast, yeah. Because I can endeavor something like Steelix or Snorlax. Snorlax mainly because... Okay, I don't know what happened there. That was odd. Snorlax mainly is what I'm looking to endeavor, just because, again, Curslax is a huge problem alongside Feraligatr and Talonflame. Like, if PK brings Bulk Up Talonflame, Dragon Dance Feraligatr, and Curslax, then there is a very good chance he could overwhelm us and pull out the victory, so I really have to prepare for that, and by having Endeavor, I can get off a huge hit on Snorlax and potentially bring him down into a range where hopefully my Charizard or my Rotom can revenge kill. So that's something I have to watch out for. The EVs on here is so I can 2-hit KO especially defensive Skarmory and especially defensive Steelix. So if he wants to switch into my Tauros thinking, oh, I'm going to go for an Earthquake or a Rock Climb, I smack him with the Fire Blast, outspeed him next turn. As long as I hit, I 2-hit KO Skarmory, no problem whatsoever. Zen Headbutt is for Garbodor. Sorry. Completely wrong thing there. Zen Headbutt is mainly for Garbodor, just because I don't want to have Earthquake and have to take Earthquake Life Orb damage. So by having Zen Headbutt, I mean, I guess I do risk Aftermath and Rocky Helmet, but I mean, I can probably get off enough damage with Zen Headbutt to the point where I will be able to bring him in range of knocking him out with my Fire Blast, so I'm not really too concerned. Plus, I can also have Fire Blast for his Trevenant if he does opt to bring that, which, I mean, I don't know, I really don't think he's going to bring it, just because Trevenant can do absolutely nothing to my Charizard, and then I can potentially set up a Dragon Dance and sweep, or just get a free KO, so Trevenant is not something I'm really too concerned about, but still, it's nice to have Fire Blast for it. But yeah, I'm really hoping Tauros can put in a lot of work. I really hope this is going to be the MVP. But yeah, guys, that was just a quick breakthrough of the team. Feraligatr, oh my lord, I'm so deathly afraid of Feraligatr. I really hope I don't let that thing get out of hand. If he does have offensive Talonflame, then Empire Rock should be an easy 2 KO or OHKO after a Brave Bird damage, so I'm not too concerned about that. Miltank should be able to deal with everything that he wants to lead with. Not lead with, but anything that he wants to bring, pretty much. And then Scarf Rotom is just here to be a check to Gator, free Volt Switches if he doesn't have a ground type, and also being able to trick the Snorlax, which PK has brought a lot of Assault Vest Snorlax, but there's a chance he won't bring that, so I still would rather bring Rotom with Trick just to be safe. So hey guys, that is just a quick introduction to the team. Hopefully y'all did enjoy, I guess. And you are hyped for the match tomorrow. So with that being said, guys, I will see you all tomorrow. Later, everybody.